Nigeria is yet to understand what they mean by industrialization. Part of my reason for setting up, for going into the bag manufacturing and going into manufacturing particularly, is to be able to provide job for our teeming populace. But the banks do not understand that, because the gap in the market is 200 million. And we have only been able to add 269 to it. And we can hardly produce all our 69. So there is still a market for another 140 million bags.
We produce agriculture bag as well as the cement bags. And the process starts from the extruder, where we put the raw materials like polypropylene, calcium, and other color master batches. We melt the material, filter it to remove all the contamination, then we make the film. From the film, we'll just slit into the size we require and stretch it by orientation in the hot air oven. From there, we'll wind it and make the bobbins, which will be used for the looms for weaving. Once the bobbins are ready, it will go to the weaving looms. In the looms, we will weave according to the size and the weight we require. The tapes are also made according to the requirement of the product. Once the weaving is done, that will go have two different ways. One is the agriculture bags, the other one is the cement bags. For the cement bags, everything will be laminated and then printed.
I was introduced to Synergy Private Equity Firm. I found them to be quite approachable, very intelligent, and with unquenchable thirst for the business.
What we're looking to do again is to embed environmental, social, and governance processes into the company such that at the end of the 5-year period, this is essentially a company that becomes self-sustaining from an ESG point of view. And lastly, I think where we see the company is to be the employer of choice in the industry, the partner of choice for its off-takers, and one that adds real value to the underlying economy.
WebMall is partnered with the leading banks in Nigeria.
We have NetPlusPay, which is an account-based payment solution, the first of its kind really in Nigeria. You already trust the bank's internet platform, you use it to transfer money. All we're doing is we're helping the bank and the customer to integrate that into the shopping experience. Today, we're well integrated with directly with 7 banks.
WebMall is a platform that provides quick and easy way for you to own an e-commerce website. These websites are predefined templates with fully integrated NetPlusPay gateway service to receive online payments.
Depending on the size of the business of the merchant, depending on what they do, we do have options and features that we can add on to whatever they want.
The other one is mobile POS. And the reason why we've gone into that is, well, first of all, we're licensed by the CBN as a payment terminal service provider, which, sort of authorizes us to be able to play in that space. But more importantly is that the banks have invested millions of dollars in the last few years providing these bulky traditional POSs to merchants. The willingness to continue to invest is low on the part of the banks, and they're looking for alternative and cheaper routes to provide the same service. So mobile POS is known as mPOS globally, is that alternative. With this terminal, I can have multiple delivery guys with a small app that can see the menu, see how much the customer has ordered, and are able to deliver, and everything is centralized so that the administrator or the owner of that business can see what's actually going on at the same time.
The way our business is built, we are able to make that. You're able to make the payment using your current bank, your debit card or your bank account, and then making the payments using those avenues for buying stuff on those platforms.
I think as a company, we're firmly positioned to be able to take advantage of it, because we're not just providing e-commerce services, we're looking at other opportunities and other things, the other solutions that are required for a customer to be able to shop online and stay online, and for a merchant to be able to go online and succeed online.
Viathan is a captive power solutions provider entailing the generation and distribution of modular and scalable power to meet demand for unserved markets in the Lagos metropolis and subsequently across Nigeria.
Viathan is a power solutions provider with a view to serve and capture the growing demand in the market. Over the next few years, the market will transition. Currently, the market is transitioning at a steady rate. We feel that market competition will become rife, and Viathan is here to pretty much take advantage or seize advantage of the business opportunity by providing reliable, scalable, modular, and power solutions.
At Viathan, we are committed to achieving zero downtime or lost time due to accidents or incidents at the workplace. We have a detailed health, safety, and environmental policies and procedures, which are essential to satisfy local, state, federal, and global standards are met.
Viathan is a power solutions provider. We sell electricity. Electricity is steady and electricity is constant.
Pretty much, as far as we're concerned, the majority of the problems in the power sector are centered around infrastructure. There's a lot of decayed infrastructure that needs to be upgraded. There's a lot of additional generation capacity that needs to be brought into the grid. And more importantly, there's also the transmission of this power to get to the end user.
For us, Viathan represents one of those key opportunities that you find just once in a lifetime. A very attractive industry that is growing and a huge pent-up demand, as you know about Nigeria. A first-class sponsor who has a track record for delivering projects and a world-class management team.
Viathan has a few plants. There's one in VI, Lekki. There's one in Ilupeju, and there's one in Akute.
For us as investors, and our plan again aligns with the vision of the entrepreneurs getting into Viathan in Nigeria. And as I said, we're using it as a platform. So the whole plan is to establish Viathan as best in class in this space, in this industry. And so over the medium term, the plan is to quickly ramp up in terms of capacity from where it is today to minimum 500 megawatts.
We give Nigeria the power to do more.
Something like 5-10 times what the current capacity is. I think maybe to put it in terms of actual numbers, it's going to be something in the range of 300 to 500 megawatts in terms of capacity.
Possibilities of the human mind. You can achieve anything you dream. It's a phenomenal story of that we see in Viathan.